In today's video, guys, we are going to take a look at the dollar yen and a potential pullback from this pair, and I'll also show you the latest on the JPY index. Now, if you guys saw my video from just a few days ago, you know that I already talked about this pair, and so you may be wondering, why am I focused on this one so much? And really, it's kind of two parts to that answer. The first one is that we're still in those summer months, so a lot of these markets are not moving as favorably as they normally do. And the other part of that is that the technicals here are really superb. Okay, I love the technicals here for the dollar yen. With that said, though, there really hasn't been a whole lot to do over the past few days and really weeks. Now, looking here at the dollar yen, okay, the reason I keep focusing on this is because I do think that we have that potential, all right, over the coming weeks to get a pullback here into this region, okay, this 142.30 area that I've talked about recently. That is going to be a confluence of support here for the dollar versus the yen. And you can also see where, and I'll get into this in a moment, where you can see we've got this trend line off of this low down here, all right, that intersects with this low here and this one recently. And then we've also got this upper level. I'll show it to you on the 4-hour time frame. It's a little bit easier to see there. But based on this pattern right here, okay, and also this area down here around 142, I do think that we have that potential over the coming weeks, you know, maybe late September, early October, where we do get that rotation lower down here toward this area, or at least down here toward about 144.80. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this on the 4-hour time frame, okay, because this is what I'm focused on at the moment. Now, this is what I mean when I say that there really hasn't been much to do here for the dollar yen, or really any pair for that matter, over the past few days and even weeks. Conditions haven't been great for these markets, and the dollar yen is no exception. Now, from the 4-hour time frame, you can see that we've got this trend line down here off of these lows. You've also got the upper level here off of these recent highs. So this gives us a rising wedge that has formed here over the past couple of months. Now, it's still early and we don't have a confirmed breakdown yet, because right now the market is still trading within this range. So this is not where you want to trade this market. Anytime a market is range bound like this, and especially trading right in the middle of this current range, this really isn't where you want to trade the market. And you especially don't want to try to short here, because you would be shorting right into this area around 146.50. Okay, so instead, what I'm looking for from the dollar yen is a potential break below here. Okay, sustained break over the coming days. This area flips to resistance, right? And then we get that rotation lower down here toward 144.80. All right, these recent lows, and potentially down here toward 142.30 over the coming weeks. And again, there is no confirmation here. So this, in my opinion, is not where you want to short a market like this, because you would be shorting it right into support. Now, additionally too, the dollar yen is going to be a little bit more challenging of a yen pair to try to short, just because of recent dollar strength. But again, I really do like the technicals here, which is why I'm focused on it. Now, let's take a look at the JPY index. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the content, be sure to smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. And don't forget to sign up to our free Telegram group. I will put a link up here in the top of this video and also in the description. Okay, so let's take a look at the JPY index now. And this chart obviously has been a mess for a while. And this is why the yen has been a really challenging currency to trade over the past really 2 months almost. The market has been going sideways here on the daily time frame. So this is the kind of stuff you want to avoid. However, with that said, okay, you can see that off of this high from back here, we've got a trend line that intersects with the closing price right here, the high right here, and then even right before the breakout, you can see another high right in this area. So at the moment, the market is trading right above this area. And again, this is the JPY index. So if this moves higher, markets like the dollar yen, euro yen, pound yen, etc., are moving lower. Now, just like I need to see the dollar yen break below this area down here around 146.50, because remember, that's what it's going to take to open up a short opportunity here toward 144.80. So in the same way I need to see that from the dollar yen, I also need to see the JPY index, okay, get above this area up here around 69.60. Because what you'll notice here on the daily time frame is we have this level off of these lows from back here. And then we've also got this high and this closing price, as well as these recent highs. So the market has been unable to breach this area up here. So that is going to be required for the yen to strengthen, okay, aka the dollar yen to pull back. This right here is going to be required to start looking for short setups on the yen pairs. Okay, so we need to see this right here. Okay, this is the first thing that needs to happen. The second thing that needs to happen, obviously, like I said, is the dollar yen breaking below 146.50. Before those two things happen, guys, you do have to be careful with the yen. And if we get a sustained break below this area down here, okay, all these recent lows, if we were to get something like this, then this idea would be off the table because we would be looking at a weaker yen, which means pairs like the dollar yen are likely to head higher. All right, so that's what I'm watching. I hope that all this makes sense. Pretty straightforward, really. The dollar yen, like I said, is pretty unfavorable right now, trading within this range. But I do think based on this potential rising wedge and also this confluence of support down here that is yet to be tested following the breakout back here, okay, I do like the idea of looking for shorts only on a sustained break below 146.50. Until that time, guys, I think that trading the dollar yen is going to be challenging. All right, that's it for today's video. Be sure to smash the like button and also subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon. And don't forget to sign up to our free Telegram group for even more trade ideas. Trade well this week, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.